need first to determine where the equipment function is in your company's hierarchy. I say that because I believe that the equipment function is severely undervalued in almost every restaurant company in the country. It's thought of as the necessary evil when in fact it should be thought of as the enabler to the menu of the future. So that's the first part, where does equipment lie? The second is, why do you want to automate in the first place? There's a lot of talk of it these days, a shiny new object. You don't want to just jump on the wagon train. You need to think about why I want to do it. Do I want to reduce labor? Do I want to increase productivity? Do I want to improve consistency and quality? Do I want to improve the consumer experience? You need to understand what it is that you want to accomplish out of that. And the last one would be, how do you want to automate? Do you want to use supplemental automation like Flippy, for example? Or do you want to use complete automation, perhaps like a Spice or a Creator? And for example, if I have a crew member that is able to build 300 sandwiches per hour, do I use complete automation to displace that person altogether and perhaps allow them to do more customer-facing tasks? Or do I use supplemental automation to allow them to do more tasks while still accomplishing the 300 sandwiches an hour? Or do I use automation to allow them to build 600 sandwiches an hour? So I think you need to think about that in terms of how you tackle it and not boil the ocean when you think about automation. So I would tackle those three challenges as I started to embark upon an automation.
I would just say that last point about the kind of helping get productivity out of each employee versus fully automation, I think it's both are going to happen, right? And I think the full automation is down the road a little bit, but it's coming. And in the meantime, we've got to do incremental automation to get there. But, well, this gets into where we're going to be in 10 years, so I'll stop.
Sure.
It said something that was extremely important there is, in your organization, you got to know where the equipment department, equipment team, equipment philosophy lays within your organization, because Jeff's right on the money. In too many organizations, most of the organizations that we've acquired over the last several years didn't have an equipment team. You know, supply chain was driving equipment, and they're just driving the cheapest and least expensive piece of equipment they can get in, not really driving innovation. And the kitchen's the engine. The kitchen's the heart of the house, as we call it at Buffalo Wild Wings. And so if your company isn't there, where the kitchen is the engine and the kitchen equipment department is vitally important, then you've got to change that paradigm first, because you're never going to get into robotics or automation or whatever if you don't get that piece